It started like any other Saturday afternoon. Brunch, laughter, mimosas, the hum of weekend life around us. Jason and I had been together for 9 months. Not a year yet, but long enough to feel like the start of something permanent. I met him at a networking event in DC. Clean cut, sharply dressed, warm smile, and a magnetic charm that disarmed even the coldest room. He was in policy. I was a journalist. Our worlds met at intersections of ambition and carefully phrased truths. He was attentive in all the right ways. The kind of man who remembers how you like your eggs, who texts thinking of you at 3 p.m. just when you're doubting your worth. He wasn't perfect, but he was good. Or so I thought. One evening, out of the blue, he invited me to his house, not the Airbnb he usually booked for our nights together, but his actual home. I remember thinking, this is it, a step forward. I brought wine. I wore the dress he once said made me look too good to be real. I rehearsed how not to look too eager when he finally said he wanted me to move in. When he opened the door, his smile faltered for a fraction of a second, a flicker. Then he stepped aside. "Come meet my roommate," he said. She was in the kitchen, beautiful in that effortless, sunlit way, a scar near her collarbone, long braids, barefoot, casual, too casual for someone whose man I'd been kissing just hours before. "Hi," she said. "I'm Naomi. I've heard a lot about you." I laughed, awkwardly. "Oh, you're his roommate? I thought he lived alone?" Jason scratched the back of his neck. "Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you about that." The way my stomach dropped in that moment, it felt like the floor gave out beneath me. Naomi leaned against the counter. She wasn't angry, not even uncomfortable. In fact, she looked like someone giving a tour of her garden. "I'm his wife," she said. I blinked. "Once? Twice? I'm sorry." "What?" "His wife," she repeated. "We've been married 7 years. I know about you. And before you say anything, I'm okay with it. We're exploring a sister-wife arrangement. Jason thought you'd be a good fit. I wanted to meet you." I looked at Jason, whose lips were pressed into a tight, hopeful line. "You lied to me," I whispered. He reached out. "I didn't lie. I just didn't want to scare you away. You told me your last relationship ended 2 years ago." "It did," he said. "Ours changed. We opened things up. We're trying something new. We believe in shared love, shared households, shared futures." The words came out of him like he'd rehearsed them, like he believed them, like he hadn't just detonated the world I'd built in my mind. I wanted to scream, to throw something, but all I could do was stare at Naomi, who looked at me with pity, not competition. That made it worse. Later, in the Uber ride back to my apartment, I cried without sound. My phone buzzed with a text from him. "I'm sorry, I thought you'd understand. You always said you were open-minded." And maybe I was, but not to being recruited into a life I didn't consent to. Not to being love's collateral damage under the banner of honesty after the fact. You know, trust isn't just about not hiding things. It's about revealing the truth before it costs someone their dignity. I didn't ask for a fairy tale. I just asked not to be a subplot in someone else's twisted experiment in love. What would you do if someone dropped a secret like that in your lap and called it an opportunity? Would you walk away? Or would you stay and try to rewrite your lines in a script you never agreed to?